Welcome everyone back to the Steel Donut. Today, with me, Blake and Connor.
Yep.
And Blake found a story earlier this morning that we're gonna read. It's in the Calvin and Hobbes section, looking at that good old comic shit
section. Yeah.
Yeah. So scroll on down to "Can You Hear Me?" Or what is that the name of the story?
Yep.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Can you hear?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Why don't you read the description before we begin?
Something I did for school. Hobbes watches as slowly his importance to Kelvin dissipates, till he is nothing but a toy in Kelvin's eyes. Angst galore.
Oh, man.
Words 666.
Reviews 6.
Oh my god.
Click.
Go ahead.
Click
And go ahead and read it. Big block of text.
It's very.
Can you hear me?
Oh, this time it's spelled correctly.
There was a house by a set of woods.
Sentence of the year. Sorry.
A spiky-haired boy lived in a house there with his
He
parents.
lived in a house. There was a house by a set of woods. He lived in a house in the house.
Yeah.
In a dark, dark house. There was a dark, dark house.
Yeah. His name was Calvin, and he had a friend named Hobbes. Hobbes was a tiger of the stuffed sort.
Semicolon.
I'm so good at writing.
He was smart and vain of his felinity.
I wonder what the word vain means. I'll just use it without looking.
His friend Calvin was brave sometimes and a coward sometimes. He was proud and big-headed, full of himself in a way that was funny to watch.
That sounds like a fucking fortune cookie.
Dude.
Or like a fortune teller. It's like you are brave sometimes, but you're also a coward sometimes. You know,
yes.
You find yourself underestimating yourself sometimes, but at the same time, you still reach out and go above and beyond.
Also, how does this tell you anything? Like, these are such poor descriptions of people.
Yeah, this is not the Calvin and Hobbes I know.
Yeah, no. Crazy and inventive, an imagination big enough for a nation of people were these two.
Whoa.
They were an imagination.
This is, something he/she definitely didn't do for English class.
Yeah, no, they did this.
They did this
art.
for math class. This tiger was an ever-present friend to said boy, traveling with him on countless adventures throughout time and space and torturing poor Susie Durkins from the house next door.
The Adventures of Kelvin and Hobbes in the 8th Dimension.
Yeah.
The lazy days of summer were filled with gross, get rid of slimy girls, secret meetings in the clubhouse they had built, plotting schemes against What?
Did they build their clubhouse in a clubhouse? There's a tree with a clubhouse, and inside the clubhouse there's a tree, and then they built the clubhouse on that.
Yeah.
Wow, this is such a great clubhouse. Oh, no.
This isn't the clubhouse. This is where we have the tree. If you look over there, yeah, there's the tree over there where the clubhouse is.
Alright. Plotting schemes against Susie, such as throwing rotten crab apples and stealing her dolls, or soaking her in water balloons. I feel like these sentences aren't sentences.
Yeah,
they're not.
Also, I like
that one wasn't. There was no verb.
I like how they didn't soak her with water balloons, but rather in them, like a big tub full of them.
Yeah.
No, haven't you ever thrown a water balloon at someone and it just bounces off them? It's the worst feeling.
Yeah.
Okay. Some days she could retaliate, stealing Hobbes to her side. In Hobbes' defense, she was such a babe. I, too, read the comic.
I, too, need verbs in my sentences.
The days of winter filled themselves with countless evil snow goons and the art that Calvin made, such as a snowman contemplating his evolution.
Hold on. The days of winter filled themselves?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
God, sentence structure.
Dude, why? There's so many layers to these things. There's winter filling itself.
Yeah.
There's houses inside of houses.
Damn.
Okay. Fall had evil leaf piles intent on eating poor Calvin. Spring held rain, perfect for mud and worms. They went summer, winter, fall, spring.
That's how seasons go.
This is the world we live in.
Two things Calvin could become very fond of,
Great sentence.
Great sentence.
They went on archaeological expeditions to dig up rare dinosaurs and transmogrifying themselves into various creatures.
I don't give a shit. I read Calvin
Yeah,
and Hobbes.
are you gonna be done summarizing the whole thing soon? It was all such a fantasy, a dream life, really.
Living in a house yeah.
It was both a fantasy and a dream life. Oh!
But sadly, all beautiful relationships are bound to have an end. Years went by since the day when Calvin had stumbled upon his tiger friend in the woods so long ago, munching on the tuna sandwich he had lain out as bait. I thought he was done summarizing.
Nope, not done. You thought he was done, but he was just getting started.
The last sentence is going to be like, and then in the next book, something. All the crazy adventures and schemes slowly became inconsistent as Calvin grew up.
Inconsistent?
Until the day when they stopped altogether.
What the hell?
Half the time they were like, it was like alright, and half the time it was like, why did we even do this shit again?
Yeah, it was really inconsistent. And then they stopped all together. Not all together. All together.
They stopped all the adventures together.
Oh, wow. They had like this bonding experience stopping every adventure.
Yeah. Calvin grew and grew from boy to teenager to a man. Hobbes watched the years fly by, slowly collecting dust from his perch on the dresser, his appearance slowly changing from what Calvin saw as a real tiger to what the world saw as an old stuffed toy, worn in some places, always loved.
Wow.
Adding more clauses to the end of the sentence just to extend it further for no clear reason. Why the fuck is the sentence going on so long?
Some days Hobbes tried to talk to his old friend, but Calvin could not seem to hear him. It did not matter if Hobbes screamed,
"Can you hear me, you buckethead?"
Wait,
in
what?
in his ear at earth-shattering intervals.
Intervals.
Intervals!
Can you hear me?
Dude, intervals...
You bucket head!
Please stop! That's the wrong frequency. You'll tear that.
That's what
Oh my
I'm saying.
god! What's that shaking sound?
I'd say it's some Tesla shit right there.
Yeah.
Calvin moved on without a response. He was powerless to do anything during the times that the human boy would come home holding back a sob as he slammed the door to his room. Calvin was powerless.
Yeah, Calvin was powerless?
Hobbes knew in his polyester heart that the bullies Calvin faced at school were getting worse. Mo was probably leading them.
Polyester Heart sounds like...
That's the name of my new indie band?
Yeah, I'd say it sounds like an indie band, Polyester Heart.
Guy,
No, my indie band's called In His Polyester Heart.
yeah. But the sad stuffed tiger could only sit and forlornly watch. Calvin's imagination was shrinking.
Oh no!
He could not come to life and distract his friend with some adventure. And for the first time, each of them felt completely and utterly alone. Calvin grew and eventually married. Hobbes couldn't even see the wedding, or see the face of Calvin's wife when he was packed into a box by his old friend. I remember you. We had so much fun, didn't we? Calvin had said he had grown so much in the decade and a half since he had last played with this tiger.
Oh my god. Oh, Jesus, that sentence just goes on and on and on. Where does that start?
Calvin grew.
Oh my god.
All the way to tiger.
Periods, my old friend.
Hello, periods, my old
good
friend. Yeah, we had the same idea.
I don't know the words. And all Hobbes could do...
Sounds of silence.
The sounds of the sentence ending. And all Hobbes could do was lie stiff, while Calvin wondered if Hobbes was ever alive at all. He was never alive.
Never alive.
He was never. It was all delusions.
Well, yeah. Haven't you read all those stupid fucking creepypastas / fanfiction Calvin and Hobbes theories? God damn it, we gotta do one of those one day.
He was left in a dry attic with many other random things from the family that Calvin now had. He just had the family.
He just had random shit.
A son just like his father.
What? He left his son up in the attic?
What? How long have you been up here? Decades.
Dude, that would be so fucking hilarious.
What the fuck?
Dude, we need to make like a really bad like indie film where that happens. Like a guy goes into his attic.
Son, it's been fun playing with you, but now it's time to go in your little box.
Dad,
Dad, I have school tomorrow.
No, son, you'll never have school again. Just puts him in a box and puts him above.
And then the movie is just like them trying to reconnect, and it's really artsy.
It was fun, but I wonder if you were ever really alive at all.
Hey, have you seen Charlie? Oh yeah, I put him in the attic.
Yeah.
Why? we had our fun, but now he's in the attic, just time to grow up a little.
Okay. The family that Calvin now had, a son just like his father, eager for adventure, with stuffed bear that he swore was real.
Oh my god, it's an imaginary stuffed bear.
And a know-it-all daughter who told her brother to grow up. The daughter was up there as well.
Yeah.
The entire family in the attic. Hobbes watched from the window as Calvin grew in this life he had now.
Wow.
Still occasionally asking to no one in particular, Can you hear me?
And they got an F for that project, I assume.
I hope so. That was fucking terrible. Reviews? Anything interesting? 6 reviews.
666 words. SBA sad but awesome.
Time Lord, you start really making up your own fucking acronyms.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Dude, this is so SBA. People are like, what the hell does that mean?
Why must you create such sadness in me?
Nice.
Shade 6265 signing off.
Flaming Wizard Dice 23 said, I admit it. I almost cried.
Firestone Pepper says...
Piper
says...
They...
I have a bunch of frowny mouths.
I'd say, to be fair,
I have a 5 chin and I'm frowny on every one of them.
I'd say, to be fair,
5 chin.
I'd cry too if I had that many chins/mouths.
Yeah. Cello girl who is addicted to anime.
Wow, bad name. Wow.
Get a new name. Very, very, very touching. I'm actually tearing up. I like to read that as tearing up. Yeah. I'm actually tearing it up. Very sweet. It's beautiful. Capital B.
Sad.
And,
very, yeah. Fredge 101.
Fred.
Yeah. Said, no, I think it's Fredge. Like a fridge.
Yeah, it's fridge.
Yeah, he said, that's how he sells fridge.
You'll pay for the whole scene, but you'll only need the fridge.
Sad. He said sad, very sad, but also very clever and poetic. Yeah, poetic.
So clever.
That's what it was.
Poetic.
True poetry.
Yeah, no.
No.
Nah.
Well, that was fucking painful.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear?
That was horrible.
That's the only time they messed it up, and it was in the title.
Alright, well, thanks for watching, everyone.